Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel, Making It in Austria. And today is my pleasure to welcome Maja Puskaric as my guest. Welcome Maja, thank you for being with us.
Hi Adela, and thank you for a lovely introduction. I'm happy to be here and to make my contribution to your channel into your cause.
Thank you very much. So I know you as we met through LinkedIn, so I know you are very passionate about LinkedIn, about your, as you say, LinkedIn geek. You're an entrepreneur. You're also a mom, wife. You like to build new things, and you have a mission. So to be happy, fulfilled in your life. Can you tell us a little bit more about yourself? So what are the things that you would like to share with our audience?
Yeah, thank you for describing me. I'm surprised how really great I am. Just joking, of course. Yes, first of all, I'm a mom of three. Two teenagers and one 8-year-old. I'm also a wife, and we moved from Croatia to Vienna 2 years ago. It was because of my husband's job. In Croatia, I was an entrepreneur. I was a partner in creative agency. And when we moved here, I realized I can be anyone. I can be anything, whatever I want. And to tell you one secret, I even considered to be a cook because I love to cook. And but we agreed, my husband and I agreed that I'm going to stay at home and take care of our kids. Because the most important thing for us was that children, just adapt to new environment, to new culture, to new language. And so I needed to sacrifice my cook career and stay at home and take care of the kids until they get, used to new things. And yeah, this is how we started. And after the kids, got really well at school and kindergarten, I decided to open again my own company here in Vienna. And now I specialize in teaching people, coaching people how to use LinkedIn to grow their personal brand on LinkedIn, and to help people who are unhappy with their jobs to start their own business and finally start earning money by doing what they love.
That's great. So you're really a proof that you can have it all. You can have it all in your life. So your family, career, good social, private life. You can really have it all.
Yes, you can have it all if you have the right mindset. I mean, you cannot allow yourself to think negatively. Whatever happens, you always need to seek something good in that and learn from that, and always seek for something positive that will keep you going on. It's the same in business as in family.
I like what you said, that it's about the mindset, and I'm sure when you decided to move to Austria, it was as well so important for you, because you have to leave everything you knew, so that your friends, your family, your business, and move to a completely new country. So what would you so if you look back, so what would you advise to people that are considering this path, for instance?
First of all, there was a huge difference between us and, for example, our friends and relatives that moved from Croatia to Germany or to Austria. They were all really sad about leaving. And this made this transition and this moving even harder for them. We were trying to keep the good spirit. So I had times when I was doubting my decision and my husband's, so our decision. And I remember going home from work in Croatia and thinking, oh my God, I'm just walking through, through this same path. I know every stone here. What am I doing? Are we crazy? Why we are moving to another country? Something, unknown. Who knows what will happen? Then I called my husband, no, what we are doing, we are not normal. And then he said, no, that's the right thing. We need to do this. We have an autistic son. Support is better here. I have really great job offer. Everything will be fine. And then that's great. Then the other day, my husband calls me and says, no, we are not normal, what we are doing. So we were there for each other. And when one of us would fall, the other would pick you up and tell you, everything's going to be right. We are in this together. We are going to make it. And this was one of the most important things when we were going through this process of moving. The other thing is that we did not say goodbye to anyone. We did not make any goodbye parties. We did not, crying or anything like that. And this is why we think our kids adapted so fast and so good.
That's really good.
Yes, because we did not make any drama out of it.
Exactly.
It's just moving to another country. It's not, it's not like someone is going to die or something. It's something really nice. So we explained this to our children, and they were thinking that this is something positive. And also, we did not promise anything, not to ourselves or to our children. By promising, I'm just saying, we are going to, it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be, we will never come back or something like that. We just, we were aware of the fact that there is a slight possibility that we don't like it here, that our kids don't like it here. So if that's the thing, then we will go back. And when you leave all the options, then there is really nothing to be afraid of.
I like that what you said with keeping an open mind, coming here in a way that you gather new experiences. And I think that's really, really important because it's a new experience, it's a journey. So there will be things that we are not prepared and things that are very much different from what we have used to it. And I think you need to be very much open and try to find the best in these new things, and not just think about, okay, I in my country is like this and in Austria. So stop comparing things, basically, is like at the beginning. And now after 2 years now, so how do you feel? So how does your family feel here? So with your career that is growing, the kids are of course having their friends and new experiences. They probably feel at home. Your husband is as well, has a very good career. So how do you feel after these 2 years?
Well, we feel that this is home. And this is important for us, that when we go somewhere, we say, okay, we are returning home. So home is Vienna now. This was the first step of accepting this. And we feel really great because compared to Croatia and to our small town where we grew up, Vienna is a completely new world for us. And we both like this anonymous life. We like this multicultural society. And we like living in Vienna because it is big enough to be, whoever you want to be, but it is not too big, so you don't feel safe and secure. And I can really say that we enjoy living here. And Austrian system, everything, has its place. You know how will it happen, what will happen, what you need to do with that document and everything. We really like it. We really like it. And our kids, I must say that I'm really happy. And actually, sometimes I was overwhelmed with the feeling how well we are accepted here.
Mhm.
And nobody put any pressure to kids because they were not speaking German perfectly. Or our youngest son, he didn't know, he did not know any, not even one word of German. When he went to kindergarten, we just told him to say claw as for using the toilet, and Wasser when he is thirsty. And these are two words that he knew when he went to kindergarten. So now, after 2 years, our daughter is in gymnasium now, so high school. Our middle son is in Sonderschule because he has autism, and he's really happy. This is completely new child here, and our youngest one is already second class, second year of Volksschule. So yeah, I can really sometimes, even now after 2 years, I'm just looking back and I really cannot believe that we have really done this.
That's great.
Yes, and we really feel happy, happy and fulfilled. We have everything what we need, and yeah, Austria is a beautiful country. Every weekend we are somewhere outside, wandern. We are always visiting new places, discovering new people, and I really cannot say any negative thing that we experienced since we moved here.
That's a really great story, Maya. You mentioned German language and how was it for your kids? And how was it for you and your husband, specifically for you? So because that's a big, big chunk. So people like to know about it, and as they say, it can influence your career. So which position you will get in the company, or if you will be invited for a job interview. So how was it for you to learn German and talk in German, and how do you feel now?
Um, I learned German in high school, but these were the basics, and that was like 20 years ago. So when we came here, I actually was surprised how much I know. But these were the basics. And I was really stressed, I must admit, when I was going to supermarket and I was, sweating what I need to, how I need to greet people. Uh, am I, you know, am I going to know how to reply? What should I say? Then the numbers are in
Yes.
reverse. So it was really stressful for me. So I decided to take a course. So I took B1 course for 6 months. So the first and the second part. And that was okay. That was really okay. It was really hard for me because I had kids at home, then in the evening this course, but it was really great. But I would say the breaking point was going to a field trip with my son who has autism, where I needed to spend 4 days with German speaking children and teachers. And I must say, I learned the most of my German language in these 4 days because I was pressured, or I didn't have any choice but to speak in German. And this was for me worth more than 6 months of B1 course, I must tell you. Concerning the job and applying for a job, I believe it is no problem to use only English language because there are only English speaking organizations where you can find jobs in English. However, if you want to integrate into this system and into this country, I would definitely advise to learn German language. Although I know some people who are already here for, I don't know, 7 or 10 years, and they are still not speaking German, they are using only English.
Mhm,
So, you can make it as well.
mhm.
But I feel more comfortable when I know how to speak the language of the country where I live in. And I think course is good, but the best thing is if you can find some, I don't know, group or some space or community where you can use only German language, then you will learn the most. Yeah.
Yes, that's definitely the fastest way to learn German, and it's through practice and trying not to be perfect. To limit yourself and say, okay, oh my God, what am I going to say? This is not how I learned in the school. So and mostly, from my experiences, people will appreciate your effort. And sometimes, for me, even years after living here in Austria, I don't know the exact word, but important is how I can describe it. So I know what I'm looking after, and then there's the word. So it's always good to be, a little bit. It's always good to be open here and flexible, and not to put too much pressure on yourself, because there's always, I think, the whole life I will be learning German. So I will be every day I will be learning a new word, and especially here in Vienna with the dialect, and whenever you go in Austria, it's a different dialect as well. So there are always new words and new expressions that we are learning in throughout the day, throughout our work. And I definitely agree with you that if there is a community, or if for instance, the colleagues in the office, for me, it was very, very helpful at the beginning to learn very, very fast. Because as you said, it's in a couple of months, you can pick it up so much compared to what you learn in the class with your colleagues. So
Yes,
it's,
because you are learning different way. You are learning through hearing phrases and how do they say this and what does that mean, and you are not translating literally as in course. And
mm,
this is what helped me a lot. Also, even though I don't like that, because I cannot imagine Harry Potter speaking German,
yeah.
and but I force myself to watch TV in German, just to listen to German language, how the expressions, the phrases, and this is also how I love to learn and to actually to embrace language.
Yeah, that's a great tip. Let's talk about your career, Maya. How is
Mhm.
it to be an entrepreneur, female entrepreneur in Austria? Do you see any difference between, Croatia, Austria? How do you feel about it?
There is a difference in system and how easy or hard it is to open your own company.
Mhm,
So you can imagine now, 1.5 years ago, me not knowing German, going to WKO, which is Wirtschaftskammer, and opening my own business. So that was an adventure. But I managed to find a really nice lady who spoke English, and she explained me everything what I needed to know. It was really simple. They have really simple system where you can take care of your own papers and documents. This is
mhm,
Buchhaltung. You don't need anyone except at the end of the year when you need to do your yearly filing, then you can have your Steuerberater and they will do it for you.
mhm,
So it's really, really simple. It doesn't cost anything to open a company here. Of course, it depends what kind of company. I'm
mhm,
talking about Einzelunternehmer. This is really, small company for one person, let's say,
mhm,
like that. And you have everything online, as you have probably finance online for your personal taxes. It's the same when you have your company. You can VAT, you can pay and file VAT tax online. You can make another registration of another I don't know if I'm a marketing agency, for example, and I would like to do also some sales. So I can do this registration also online. Now, during this pandemic, you can open your company online. So you don't even have to go to VKO or to Magistrat. So it is really simple. A lot of information is available in English as well. You can always ask for someone at VKO who speaks English language, and even our languages, Croatian, Serbian, and
Yes.
Bosnian. A lot of people are speaking there are languages. So yeah, it's really, again, I don't have anything negative to share concerning opening my own business here.
Yeah, that's really great. I like that, seeing Austria going more digital, and especially during this COVID crisis, as you said, everything moved basically online, and I think it's very important for us that, as you said, I can open up my company just like that. I don't need to have to go anywhere, and it's so simple. And I know that a little bit of community here in Austria who wants to make entrepreneurship common as skiing. Austrians, they all know how to ski, so they all know how to ski, and they love it, so it's their national sport. And I remember when the CEO and one of the founders of Austrian startups said, I want to make entrepreneurship so common like skiing here in Austria. So it's good to hear that it's going that way, and that it allows us to start your own company like that.
Yes,
it's a
it's really
burden.
easy. Yes, it's really easy. And for me, so I'm not speaking German that well, so I could understand all these, expressions
Yeah,
concerning opening a company. But thank God there's a Google Translate as well. And
true.
you have really nice people that will help you.
Yes.
Also, there are tax advisors who speak English
Hmm.
and that really well. And there are tax advisors who speak our languages,
Hmm.
regional languages. So you can really get good support there as well.
Hmm.
And yes, everything. Um, Speaking about this digital, I also made something called Handy Signature. I'm
Hmm.
not sure, do you have it? But this is really cool things where you can sign documents, everything through your handy and
Yes.
online, and you don't have to go anywhere else to sign documents in person.
So it's only for you, Maya. It's only to focus on your business and making money. So everything else, it's covered. You just have to, sit at home and make
Make
money,
money.
make money, make awesome LinkedIn session, make great coaching sessions. So that's really good. So you can really focus on your core business. So what would you say, Maya? Three main things, or three main things that people who are considering now listening to this and considering to move to Austria. So how could they prepare in the best way? So with family, without the family, or for themselves, how could they prepare in the best way?
Well, I would say that first, to just research a bit the part where they are moving. Is it Vienna? Is it somewhere else? Just to see how is it there, to try to see the cost of living as well, to see the apartments. I'm, just suggest I'm actually thinking that they're probably going to rent an apartment, just to see what would their cost would be. Also to be um, um, not cautious, but just to have some money aside, because as you know, when you come here, you need to pay this down payment for new
Mhm.
apartment. This can go up to 3 or 4 thousand euros,
Yes.
and you need to have some money aside set for this technical stuff that you need to have if you are going to rent an apartment. This is the first thing. Second one is if you're going with kids, you need to prepare them to another environment, another culture. We when we were still in Croatia, we were watching cartoons in German with our kids, listening to German songs, of course, pop, rock, or some children's songs,
Yeah.
just so they get used to the language. And of course, we show them really cool stuff about Vienna. We took them to zoo. We show them the pictures of zoo. So the first impression is really important. So prepare them with everything positive. And the third thing is that I would like to mention is language. We use, of course, Croatian language at home. We speak it, but we also use a bit of German expressions,
Mhm.
because we want to our kids also to get to used to speaking German freely and making mistakes as well. And we want to support each other
Mm.
in this learning process. So these would be my three main takeaways.
Mm. So to prepare and then land safely before leaving
Yes.
the country. Yes.
Yeah. Remove all obstacles that you can before you come. Yeah. So it doesn't surprise you. There are communities
Mhm.
also where you can learn more about living in certain parts of Austria, prices, what you need to know in advance, where you need to go when you come, and for the papers, do you need work permit or not? You know, these things. This is something you would need to know in advance before you come here, so you don't get unpleasant surprises.
Mm. So before we wrap up, I wanted to ask, so where do people can find more about you? So, or even better, so what are the projects that you're working on it now? So what would you like to share with our community?
Well, you can find me definitely on LinkedIn. You can send me an email at my email address, maya@meetmaya.com. My website is currently under construction. As you know, shoemaker has always the worst shoes. This is the same thing in my case. I'll be happy to help you with your moving to Austria, with my experiences, what we went through. It would be a really pleasure to share this with you. And you can always, of course, join my LinkedIn workshops and Zoominars now, as we are in this situation. But I love meeting people in person more. But now we have to do it over the Zoom. If you want to learn more about LinkedIn, please do contact me and see one of my events. You are really welcome to learn more and to connect and network with people online.
That's awesome. I ask all of my guests, what are they reading at the moment? So what would be like one book you want to share with our audience?
Ha, I prepared. This is the new baby on my shelf.
Mhm.
So I learned about Rory Vaden on this year's Global Leadership Summit. And this is his book, Procrastinate on Purpose: 5 Permissions to Multiply Your Time. So basically, I'm now learning from Rory how to make time,
Mhm.
not invest, not waste, but how to make time. And I've just started with this book, but I'm already, really excited about the new things that I'm going to learn.
Oh, that's awesome. So I will check it out, that book, and I will definitely link it in our subscription so that the viewers can look it up online.
Mhm.
So thank you, Maya, for being our guest, our second guest for this channel. So I try every week to bring another exciting and inspiring guest to share his or her story of making a career in Austria. So thank you for joining us, and subscribe to the channel if you like this story, and share it within your community. Maybe someone you know is planning to move to Austria.
I'm definitely going to subscribe, or I think I've already subscribed. And I'm really looking forward to hearing more inspirational and motivational stories about Austria. And be sure that everyone who asks me about moving to Austria, I'm just going to point them to your channel.
Excellent. Thank you, Maja. Have a great day. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Adela. Bye.
Bye.